Yeah. What a game. I mean, congratulations to Western Illinois first and foremost. They came in here and I thought they punched us in the mouth from the beginning, and they never let up, you know, and we had some, I thought, some really good runs at them, and then they just had to answer every single time. So a lot of credit to them and how they played today. But at the same time, I'm really proud of our kids, you know. I thought we played a little too emotional in the first half. We were worried a little bit about the wrong things with stuff. I thought in the second half we did a much better job of really kind of dialing into what we need to do defensively and, you know, taking care of some things offensively. I thought we did a better job of getting to the rim off some ball screen action that they struggled to guard a little bit, which was getting us back into that game. But a lot of credit to them, but also really proud of my kids.
Mm-hmm. The way you came out and hit them back. How proud were you of that effort to come back and then execute as well?
Yeah.
Something that Western Illinois, who is a good defensive team, made hard on you in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, Leash started that for us. She got a quick steal. We had a lot better ball pressure with stuff. We helped a lot better in the gaps and helped a lot more around the rim with some things. But you know, I was really proud of it. I mean, it is a tough situation when you're in a championship game and, you know, you're down at half and having to reel those emotions in and understand that it is a long game, you know, and you need to go back out there and refocus. And I thought we did a really, really good job of heading into that third quarter doing those things.
Coach, I think looking at Alicia sitting next to you in her only year with the program, but today put up 18 points. Can you just speak about what she meant to the program over the course of this year? Because right from the jump, she was here to play and put her stamp.
Mm-hmm. It's a little hard. You know, I told her I was really proud of her. For a kid that's a one-year kid to come in and pour so much into your program, you don't find that very often. I mean, because usually it takes a while for them to fall in love with you and fall in love with your program and your coaches and that. And I just think from the very beginning, this kid she just wanted to win, you know, and she wanted to help us win. And it was very evident in how she worked every single day. It was very evident in the teammate she was. You know, the way she talks in the locker room, the way she talks with her teammates, I just can't put into words how much she brought to us this year and how thankful we are for her.
Alicia, you know, it's clear from the outside even the impact that you've made on the program. I mean, the ovation you got on senior day. In your words, what's this experience been like for you being a part of this program for a year? What will you take from this as you get older and enter different phases of life?
I'm very thankful for the group of people that I was around. Just as she said, like, I came in and fit right in. They helped me. They brung me in. They talked to me. They showed me the ropes, and I was able to connect with them on a different type of level to be able to fit into their program. Like I said, I'm very, very thankful. I'll carry this with me. You know, you always get to experiences where you say, this is what I don't want to do. This program all showed me, like, what I do want to do in the future, for what I want to do in the future and how I want to help people. So.
Coach, I think you mentioned it yesterday, but Gracie Kelsey's impact today, you know, she's a kid that doesn't get talked about enough, but today, I mean, 14 points, 5 rebounds, and obviously her defense for much of the game on Nina Casher is a phenomenal player. What did you like out of her effort today all around?
Yeah, just, I mean, her effort today was, I mean, she had one of the toughest jobs, you know, today, and trying to keep the ball out of her hands and then guarding her when she had it. I mean, such a great player, and I thought she really did a great job in everything she did today. She was on the boards for us offensively. She was defensively on the boards for us. Just had a really, really good game. And I thought yesterday she had a good game too, you know, for us and did a lot of things. And, you know, I think that kid, she doesn't get enough credit for what she does for us day in and day out within our system. You know, I always say the ball goes through her hands almost every single time. And so you got to have a kid that is willing to do that, is willing to make those passes within our system, willing to play within that, but then also to be able to do it on the defensive end.
Coach, this is the second time, you know, in as many years that you've been on this stage,
Yeah.
and unfortunately come up just a couple shots short. summer and into the off-season, how do you ensure that these experiences become calluses and not scars? Because it's so tough to climb the mountaintop each year, and I feel like it's not talked about enough probably, but how do you kind of maintain that positive
Yeah.
mindset headed into the summer? I know it's probably hard to wrap your mind around that right now.
Well, I'm pretty sure we got some salty kids in there right now that'll drive a lot of that, and we'll talk a lot about, we got to continue to get better in everything that we do as individuals, as a team. We do. We just got to continue to get better. I mean, we got obviously some pieces we got to fill with stuff, but I told our kids, I think the last time we were at home and watching some film, I said, I want you guys to realize this, and I think this was after Western. Losing is really easy, right? It's easy to lose. Winning is hard. But when you talk about sustained winning, wow, that is really, really, really hard. And our kids are doing that. They've changed this culture, they've changed this program, and I have no doubt that they're not going to settle for being back here next year in this spot. They're going to do everything they can to put themselves this summer, next year in a position to do better.
Speaking of the culture that you've built, can you just talk about Ellie and Brooch being leaders on this team?
I think they've stepped really into another role this year, with that, and I think they knew they needed to, being juniors in our program. I've seen a lot of growth in both of them, whether it's even, their interactions with us as a coaching staff and the conversations we can have with them, off the floor even, their goofiness a little bit, like they've really just kind of come into their own. And with that, their leadership has really grown. I mean, Ellie's probably one of the most consistent kids every single day that I've ever coached. I get the same kid every single day, and that's one of the reasons she's so great, right? We're just really fortunate that we have some really talented kids that really love our program, love Lindenwood, and love each other. And when you have those things, a lot of great things can happen.
Alicia, is there anything you're going to miss? I know you were only here for 1 year, but so many memories. Is there anything you're going to miss from this team, being around this program, being with everyone every single day?
The people. Everybody was really great. I enjoyed myself every day. Just being able to work hard, having people around me that want to work hard. And I just, like I said, I'm just thankful. I'm very, very thankful. Very, very glad that God gave me the opportunity to be able to know all these people and be around them.
Anything else? Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.